Good morning, guys. So I'm sitting in the home office slash gym this morning instead of standing in the kitchen. I already had my shake. There's no workout today. Today is one of the rest slash active recovery days. So I have decided that I am going to do a nighttime run tonight. So I am just going to get some work done. I have a nail appointment today to nice and relax a little bit. Good morning, guys. I see you hopping on. Good morning. So, hey, Jacqueline. So I figured I would sit and relax, good morning, Mom, and chat with you guys in the office. And I wanted to share something with you guys from yesterday. And it was kind of like an aha, like eye-opener moment from where my life is now and where my life was. And that happened to me yesterday with something that I was able to do. And it was something simple, but Yusuf, you just need to get off my Instagram. I mean, go tell somebody else you love them and want to see their feet and all that crazy stuff that you messaged with me, because it's not needed. Okay. So, hey, Kathy, how are you? So, let me explain. So yesterday I had a dermatologist appointment, as you can see. There's a couple spots they didn't like, so they scraped my skin and sent it into the lab, okay? And that's what I went and did that normally I couldn't do because of money. Normally when I have a doctor appointment, I mean, yes, I have insurance, but there's always a copay or a deductible or something. And normally before I make the appointment, I'm always like, I have to ask them what the copay is and all of these things to make sure I can afford to go. And I realized once I got there, hey Kimberly, I realized when I got there, hey Diane, that I hadn't even asked them. When I made the appointment, I didn't even ask what the copay was. I just went to the appointment. And I didn't realize that that had happened until I got to the checkout desk and she's like, okay, your copay is $50. Then I was like, oh my God, I made a doctor appointment for a specialty doctor, because regular doctor appointment, I already know what the copay is, but I made an appointment with a specialty doctor, and hey Kimberly, and I didn't ask what the copay was or if I had to, like, I didn't ask any insurance stuff. And hey Mandy. And then I realized when I got to the checkout counter, like, she told me it was $50. Back in the day, I would have heard that and been like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I don't have $50. How am I gonna pay for this? You know? And it's so important to get to the doctor and get checked, especially for someone like me that is always in the sun, loves the sun. Like me and the sun have a relationship like this, and me and my son do. But like, I used to not be able to get to the dentist as often as I would like to, not be able to go to specialty doctors like this because I couldn't afford the copay. And I remember I used to be at the checkout counter knowing they were going to tell me whatever the copay was if I did go. And I would be sweating because I'd be trying to figure out how to get out of paying that and let them send me a bill, and then I'll just slowly pay it. So then I started acting like, oh my God, my card's not in my wallet. I can't believe I forgot it. You know, and I would do things like that so I wouldn't have to pay the copay right away. But most of the time, hey Lynn, most of the time I just wouldn't go because I knew I couldn't afford to go. I mean, crap, half the time I couldn't afford the gas in my car to get me there anyways. But it was just such an eye-opener for me how different my life is now. And such an eye-opener for me how where my mind is different, and how I didn't even worry about asking, and I didn't hesitate when they told me what I had to pay. You know, guys, it's super, super important to get our skin checked, to go annually to the regular doctor for a physical, to have your blood work done and make sure everything on the inside of your body is okay. Because things can hide. Things can seem okay, but they're not okay. So you've got to make sure that you're always checking, and it's so important. And it's so sad that back in the day, I couldn't make that important. Because it was more important to keep the lights on. It was more important to get groceries to feed the family and feed my kids. I mean, I wasn't worried about me. I could starve and I'd be fine. But it was more for the kids. And it's just crazy to me how life has changed. And it just feels like I blinked and everything was different. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because it doesn't have to always be stress. It doesn't have to always be living less than paycheck to paycheck. That was me. I wasn't even paycheck to paycheck. I was less than paycheck to paycheck. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't always have to be that way. Hey, Jen, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Life can change. It can change for the better. Things can happen that'll help you. So I always like to share a little bit when something like that happens to me, because it doesn't happen, like, it happens often. But, hey, Carmen, but it was like, wow, it was like a brick to the face with like awesomeness yesterday when I went, because, well, first of all, any of my local peeps, Precision Skin Institute is the bomb. That office was amazing. I've been to other dermatologists. I don't like them. You walk in this place, it feels like a spa. Everybody that works there is so sweet. So awesome. So definitely go there. If I'll tag them in the comments. But it is very, very important for your health. Don't put it on the back burner. Like, I had a thing here like 6 months. I didn't want to be bothered going to the doctors. I kept putting ointment on it. It wasn't healing. I don't know what it was. I don't know where it came from. It wasn't healing. I thought it was like a pimple that I had popped, and it just wasn't healing. Whatever it was, what isn't healing. And right when they looked at that, she was like, okay, we got to take some from there. We got to take some from one on your back. So I have to wait like a week, and then it'll come back and let me know if they need to like do surgery and really fully remove everything. This would be like a plastic surgery thing because it's on my face. I hate doing that stuff, but you know what? You got to. We got to do it, right? So I just wanted to share with you guys that happened to me, because normally, one, I don't make the appointments because I know I can't afford the copay. But two, the fact that I didn't even hesitate yesterday when she told me it was $50, there was no hesitation. I was just like, okay. And I just grabbed my debit card and gave it to her. I didn't even put on a charge card. I paid cash from my debit card right out of my checking account with it. So it's extremely important, guys. Extremely important to know that things can change. You don't have to I cannot speak today. You don't have to accept life the way it is. If you are struggling, if there are problems, struggle is real, guys. And you're going to go through it. And if you are going through it, just know it can get better. There's a way that it can change. There's a way that it can be fixed. So that's the only message I had for you guys today. I just wanted to share that little snippet of what happened to me yesterday, and to remind you that you don't have to accept life the way that it is. You can make changes. Have a great day, guys. Happy August 1st. Bye. Good morning, honey. Good morning, Deborah. Bye, guys.